All right, let's get to 2022. Tony, key matchups. What's going to win or lose this one for the Buckeyes first and foremost?
Well, I think both teams are going to try to establish the run. Ohio State has been talking about they want to get back to that and the physicality that they need, and they need to move the line of scrimmage. And if they can, then that makes the passing game even more unstoppable. If Notre Dame has to send more people to stop the run, then that's just going to leave guys flying around and open in the secondary and behind the linebackers. So I think we can all talk about just the battle up front. Whoever wins that wins. I think one to watch is Isaiah Foskey, the Notre Dame defensive end, how he does against the tackles, Ohio State tackles. And if the Buckeyes can neutralize him, that's going to give C.J. Stroud time to throw the ball. We saw what happened last year with against Michigan. If there's a solid pass rush or a better than solid pass rush, then a lot of things can happen, and you can dominate a game from the pass rush. We saw it with Aiden Hutchinson and David Ojabo. Used to see it with Chase Young. They change the entire course of the game. They change everything that you do. So if Notre Dame can get something from Foskey in that way, I think that can even neutralize a little bit of the line of scrimmage in terms of the running game. So I think just whatever happens up front is going to be fascinating. And then all of the moving parts on defense that I'll be watching from Jim Knowles' defense, I think it's going to give us a ton to watch and a ton to just glean later on down the road. But I'm just really interested to see how this defense does, and I'll let Steve talk because there's a bunch to talk about with this game and all of the newness that it involves.
Yeah, I like Tony's first point about Foskey. And, one of the last times we saw Ohio State was against Michigan, and Hutchinson and Ojabo made life very difficult for Ohio State. You still have DeJuan Jones at right tackle, and you're moving Paris Johnson from guard out to left tackle. And we'll see he had, problems in the spring game. Paris Johnson did against Ohio State's guys. So we'll see what it looks like against one of the top pass rushers, 11 sacks last year, 20 tackles for loss, I think, on the season for him. So he's for real. We're going to find out pretty quickly if this offensive line is the real thing, if Stroud's able to continue to light up the scoreboard. And then beyond that, like Tony said, I asked Coach Day yesterday, all this talk from the offensive players about how much better the defense is. Where have they really improved? Are they better against the run, which is kind of hard to tell in practice because they don't spend a lot of time, banging up against each other like that in the run game. They spend a lot more time, I think, on passing scrimmage type stuff because, the other's kind of a stalemate really in practice, but you really won't know how much better they are against the run until somebody lines up and tries to run the ball against them. That, or are they better in coverage, making plays on the ball? Are they better with the pass rush, getting to the quarterback? Where has this defense truly improved? If it's marginal improvement or decent improvement in all three areas, I guess that would be acceptable. So I guess we'll see what the final product looks like on Saturday night.